You'll be happy. Brings me to, brings me to 30 hertz straight up.
Hey loves, welcome to my channel. My name is Prudence and welcome to another video. This is my second video. If you didn't see my first one, I suggest you go watch it, because in today's video I'm going to recreate the makeup look I did on that video. I'm going to show you step by step on how I achieved that look. So if you're someone who doesn't know much about makeup or you are a beginner, this is a very beginner friendly video. So I hope this video is helpful. But before we get started, please don't forget to subscribe, like this video, and comment down below video ideas you want to see, especially beauty related videos. With that being said, let's get started. First thing I'm going to do is get this hair out of the way. The first thing you want to do is make sure that your face is taken care of, your skin is taken care of underneath all that makeup. So make sure that your face is clean, there's moisturizer on your skin. And then the first thing I'm going to do is prime my face. This is the primer I'm using. This is the Maybelline Fit Me Luminous Plus Smooth Primer. And then I'm gonna go in with this Rose Care Hydrating Mist. Now that we are done with prepping our skin, I'm gonna move on to eyebrows. I always do my eyebrows first. I'm using this Maybelline Express Brow Pencil. I always start with a line at the bottom and then fill my eyebrows in like this. You also want to make sure that your eyebrow hairs are brushed up like this. Okay, next we are going to clean the eyebrows up, and I'm also using this flat concealer brush. This is a Maybelline Fit Me concealer in the shade 40. You can use any concealer you have. I'm just gonna scrape because I'm literally running out. So I'm gonna use that to clean my eyebrows. Doing eyebrows on camera is so hard. I also go in with the same concealer on top. Eyebrows can never be the same, guys. Like, it is so hard to make them look the same. They can look similar but never the same. So I'm just gonna move on, because this is as good as it can get. And I'm gonna take blending concealer brush just to blend harsh lines. For foundation, I'm using these two shades from SheGlam. This is a complex pro long lasting breathable matte foundation. This is in the shade Mahogany and Earth. I'm gonna mix the two because both of these are not my shade. So you can always mix foundations if they are not your shade, your perfect shade. That's what I do all the time. One pump of Mahogany and then a pump of Earth. All over my face. Take this foundation brush, blend that foundation in. As you can see, I'm stamping it in. I'm not dragging, I'm doing this instead, and make sure that it's blended. You can also use a beauty blender. The difference I see between a beauty blender and a brush is that a brush is gonna give you full coverage. Beauty blender, it tends to sip all that makeup in. So that's why I'm using a brush first, and then if I feel like it's not blended enough, I'm gonna take my beauty blender and blend properly. Now that our foundation is blended, it's time to highlight our face, and I'm gonna use concealer. So what I'm using is this Maybelline Insta Anti-Age Eraser concealer, and then I'm also going to use this Sheetlam concealer. Now this is too light and this one is close to my shade, if not my shade. I'm going to use both of them. I'm gonna start with this one closer to my shade. I'm going to start with my under eyes. It may seem like I put a lot, but this is not a lot at all. And then a little bit on my forehead, on my chin, and that's it with this concealer. I'm gonna take this Sheetlam one. I'm gonna put it here, and then this side, a little bit here, and then here on my forehead, a little bit on my chin. I'm gonna put it on the bridge of my nose like this, and that's all I highlight. Let this concealer sit a little bit just so it can get thick. Now I'm gonna take this Infallible More Than concealer from L'Oreal. This is in the shade 339 Cocoa. Put it on my forehead, on my cheekbones, the sides of my nose. Now also take my concealer up here. For contour, take this Sheetlam Liquid Contour, and this is in the shade Camel Suede, up here on my forehead. I'm also going to use this for nose contour. If you don't have liquid contour, you can always use powder or concealer that's too dark. I'm gonna start with my chin. This is where I go back with my foundation brush and then blend. For the lighter concealer, I like going in with a beauty sponge. This is a damp beauty sponge. You can see this one is not damp, and blend the rest of the concealer with the beauty sponge. Next, I'm going to use this brush to blend my contour. Now I'm gonna start with my forehead. With foundation brush, just make sure that everything is blended and there's no harsh lines. As you can see, I'm not blending downwards, so I'm taking my contour up. I'm not going down here in this area because we want our face to be snatched. That's why I'm blending up. I'm gonna blend my nose contour first. With our beauty blender, I'm gonna take that and blend this concealer. And then go back with that brush we used to blend our contour and blend again to make sure there's no harsh lines. The next step is liquid blush. The one I'm using is this Sheet Glam liquid blush in the color On Point. Now if you don't have any liquid blush, just skip this step, it's not necessary. I love a lot of blush, so yeah, I'm gonna take another foundation brush just to blend this liquid blush. I also take it on my outer part of my eyelid like this. Blends very easily, that's why I love it so much. I feel like you can never go wrong with blush. Like, it's the cutest thing ever. Make sure that there is no creases down here. For powder, I'm using this Yardley Loose powder, and this is in the shade Deep Beige. I'm gonna take that and put it on the lid like this. I have this powder puff. I'm gonna use that, take that powder puff and then dip it in the powder, and at the back of my hand I'm just gonna make sure that I take the excess off. Make sure your concealer did not crease before you put powder. And then take your powder. I'm not baking, so I'm just setting my concealer. And you're gonna use setting powder everywhere you highlight it with concealer. For setting my contour, I'm gonna use this. Apply it everywhere I contoured my face. I'm also going to contour my double chin and also the jawline. A smaller brush to contour my nose with the same powder. And then I'm gonna do the same thing I did when I was using that liquid contour. Make sure there is no harsh lines. Okay, so now I'm gonna take that loose powder with that puff, and then I'm gonna bake. Next thing is blush. A powder blush is also from Sheet Glam, and this is in the color Your Peachy. This is how it looks. I'm gonna take this brush and then do the same thing I did with that liquid blush. Like I said, I love a lot of blush, so you don't have to put a lot like me. A little bit on my nose. I am doing too much. Let me stop. Let me make sure this is blended actually, because what? Now let's move on to eyeshadow. I take the same light concealer I used and then put a little bit on my eyelid like this, just a small amount to prep our eyelids, and blend this concealer. I'm gonna take this Mixi Reloaded palette from Revolution and then take this shade over here and make sure that you blend. Take a small blending brush, take this black color over here, a little bit, dust the excess off, and then put it on the outer corners of your eye like this. Then make sure it's blended and there's no harsh lines. With that first brush and then blend. And the next shade I'm taking is this white over here and put it on the inner corners. And then you're gonna go back with the first brush just to make sure everything is blended together. This is a Maybelline Lasting Drama eyeliner that I'm going to be using. Take your mascara, and I'm using this Sheet Glam All-in-One Volume and Length Mascara. Length side first. This is how it looks. So I'm gonna apply my eyelashes off camera and then I'm gonna come back to do the final touches. So I went off camera, applied my eyelashes, and I used these ones. These are very fluffy and dramatic, so I love these ones so much. I feel like they go very well with this look. But now we are going to finish our look. I'm gonna take this fluffy brush with loose powder that I used earlier and dust the excess off, apply it my whole face. Next thing I'm gonna take is this mascara and take the volume side to do my under eye. I'm running out of space. I'm gonna do my lips off camera and then I'm gonna come back and show you guys the finished product. This is the final look, and all I did is put setting spray on and do my lips off camera. We have come to the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate you. If you like this type of content, please don't forget to subscribe, because I'm telling you right now, I might be your next favorite YouTuber and you'll never know until you subscribe. So just click on the subscribe button below and comment down below what video ideas you want to see, and don't forget to like and share so we can get to 1K. With that being said, I will see you in the next one. Bye.